everyone. Jessica K here, and I wanted to record a black hole meditation focusing specifically on four supracosmic points. Those are the Galactic Center, the Super Galactic Center, the Great Attractor, and the Shapley Attractor. And for any of those of you that have had a galactic reading with me, we've probably discussed at least one of these points. For some of you, we've discussed all of them. So they are very, very powerful vortexes in our charts, in our reality. And what black holes do is they draw things into them and they digest whatever is brought to them and they shoot out high frequency waves. So it's like they are digesting their experience and sending out wisdom. And oftentimes with black holes, what we see is they process information and send it out in two ways. They process information and they send it out in a quasar, which is a directed stream of information or light, or they send it out through gravity wells. So they're literally sending waves throughout space-time fabric. And I think a lot of us function like that too. We oftentimes digest our experience, and whoever's around us may get that directed laser beam of information towards them. Or we digest our experience, and as that information comes in, it leaves us in these gravity wells so that the entire environment around us is affected by our presence. I will say we're much more powerful than we know ourselves to be. So this is a beautiful, beautiful thing to experience and to see out in our reality. I also find black holes, when I journey to them and spend time with them, that they are like the womb of the universe, this beautiful void that is beyond gravity, beyond time, beyond space, where I can just go and exist closer to my true self and not have all the confines of this 3D experience and all of the expectations along with it. So it's this beautiful womb to be held within and to receive information from. And that's how we're going to work with the black holes today in this meditation. We're going to journey to them, and based on their signature key points, we're going to seek that information to help us inform our life. And this is a really magical time because right now, the Galactic Center is overhead. It is working with us at the end of the year, helping us inform our day-to-day life over the next year, what we might expect to see and experience. So it's a wonderful time to do this meditation, to seek the guidance, to gain the wisdom, and then to allow it to unfold over the next year throughout our life through synchronicities and through wisdom. So for all of you that are ready, let's begin. Start with a few deep breaths. And feel your awareness in your heart center. And when I do these meditations, when I travel far out into the cosmos, I like to invite the archangels to journey with me. So we'll start with that today. So in the north, we see Archangel Raphael, beautiful healer, green light. To our east, we see powerful Archangel Michael, his royal blue, with his sword of truth and protection. To our south, we see Archangel Gabriel, beautiful white, bringer of transformation and wisdom. Then we have Archangel Uriel to the west, guiding us in his golden light. And now that we are surrounded in this beautiful bubble of archangel safety, protection, and wisdom, we can drop down into Mother Earth, down into the heart of Gaia, feeling her love, her wisdom, her nurturing. And we can sit within her heart for just a little bit longer in inner earth, experiencing the ancientness of this world that we live in, we live on. Feeling deeply nurtured by her, as part of her, the Great Mother. And then we move back into our heart space, bringing all of that nurturing, warmth, and caring, allowing it to go into every cell of our body, our being that is an extension of her. And then we move up, and out into the great universe, the divine cosmos, traveling from our heart center up and through our throat, third eye, and out our crown into the universe. And as we rise out of this body, outside the comforts of this earth, we find ourselves afloat in space, surrounded by the glory and beauty that are the stars, the sun, the planets. And we move towards Sagittarius constellation, headed towards the galactic center. We seek to visit the Akashic records of this galaxy. As we move through the galaxy and see the stars pass us, the nebulas, we sit in awe of all that has been created around us. And as we enter into the black hole that is the galactic center, things begin to slow. All of creation slows in awe of what is held in this beautiful reservoir, this beautiful vortex, place where we can travel between time and space, this portal into other realities and into the depths of our own beingness and our soul. We walk slowly with reverence into this temple. And with one deep breath, we let go, surrender, and allow ourselves to experience this space. And if you have brought a question, brought a query, now is the time to pose it. Something about this life that you're wondering about, this life on Earth, life in this galaxy. What are the next steps for you to take in this human adventure? Nothing is too mundane because the Galactic Center helps us with the mundane, helps us with our experience on this Earth, in this star system, and in any star system that we have experienced in this galaxy. So if you desire to know more about who you are as a galactic being and what those experiences are, this is the place to find the answers. Pose the question. Allow it to drop into your mind stream. Or view it as a library where you go grab the book off the shelf and read the answer you're seeking. For me, I will float in the womb of this black hole and allow it to impart any information it can upon my being. And also find this as a place of respite, of freedom, of surrender, of deep cellular rest. And as you gather this wisdom, this rest, this information, draw it deeply into your beingness, into your heart, into your third eye. Send it to every cell in your body so that you may carry this information on a cellular level, knowing that we are in a place out of space and time. So when we return, we may not remember, like waking up from a dream. However, when we store things in our cells, deep in our DNA, we can be guaranteed it will unpack itself in timing, in the right timing, and with patience. All of the wisdom and synchronicities will come to fruition and bless our day-to-day life. We just have to be open to receive. So as we gather ourselves in this beautiful place, let us move forward on this exploration. We thank the Galactic Center. We thank this beautiful womb of wisdom. And we slowly make our exit. Walking to the edges, shooting out like a quasar, riding the gravity well around her until we find ourselves approaching the Super Galactic Center, this great holder of wisdom, of merging. How do we balance that male and female inside of us, the ultimate marriage? How do we balance those relationships outside of us? How do we merge safely without losing ourselves? This is the wisdom carried by this large force, this large black hole, even larger than the Galactic Center, could be considered 30 to 50 times as large as the Galactic Center. A larger library of information in the cosmos, helping us to learn how to merge. With reverence, we enter this temple, slowly. Feeling inside of us the movement, the energy, the desire to merge, to be part of Source again. Feeling separate, but also a part of. In this place, we can truly feel merged with our divine again. We can feel what it feels like to have that connection again. The joy percolating through every single cell. Chemical reactions occurring. This experience in the body, not in the body, but of the being. For this, just sit and experience this true inner outer merging force. And for those that have visited before, who've had their initial initiation, feel free to pose those questions about merging with self, with others, with the universe. Seek that guidance and wisdom that goes beyond. And if this is your first time, enjoy the merging. The merging of the being will bring the wisdom. Surrender to it. Open and allow a deeper drawing in of this energy into the beingness, into the core, into the heart. Feel it in your field. Feel it in all layers of the field. and in the chakras and in the body. Allow it to fizz and bubble and pop as it shifts your awareness. And whether this is your first time, you have a question, or you've just come to experience the inner shifting, draw it in deeply into your being, to your heart, into your body, into your DNA. Take a snapshot of this experience and allow it to move holographically into every single cell in your body so that you can call on it later and its wisdom will percolate through your beingness. With a deep reverence, we once again return to ourselves, thanking the Super Galactic Center for the wisdom it has shared with us. And we slowly, slowly exit, riding the gravity well to the Great Attractor, which is drawing us deeply towards it at all times, attracting everything around it. It is a strong force in our universe, in our cosmos. So we cannot help but be attracted to its wisdom. And it is even larger and larger than the Super Galactic Center. It is attracting even the Super Galactic Center to itself. With the keynotes of integrating fractals of the whole, it draws everything to itself, and in its beingness, through its attraction, it is integrating that information, digesting, and distilling. So as we move through the strong currents to this beautiful place, we fall swept up in its magnificence. We enter that great attractor with the intention of drawing everything to us that is needed for our highest good, for our highest timeline. And not only may we draw it to us, but may we also integrate and distill it into its most precious drops, so that we can then be blessed with this wisdom as we move throughout time, space, reality. So as we enter this place with a big whoosh, a fast velocity, we find it slows once again, and we are in a holy temple. Sparkling about us, all of the wisdom, all of the fractals. The air is thick with wisdom and knowledge, thick with this distilled information, and we bathe in it. We allow it to permeate us on a cellular level, on an energetic level, in awe and surrender of the vastness of the wisdom, the clarity, the light. It is a beautiful, fluorescent, effervescent rainbow light that we are surrounded in this place. And as we breathe in the wisdom, it envelops us with comfort, with wisdom, with knowledge, with peace and joy and love. And whatever else you may come seeking, you will find it here. Rest, relax, enjoy. Allow and surrender to this higher wisdom. Allow it to move through all of your chakras, the frequencies enlightening and awakening you and your being on a higher level. Awakening the cells and DNA, returning you to your highest timeline, your highest blueprint for this life. feeling satisfied with the information and the knowledge, the nurturing and the healing, the peace. We thank the Great Attractor for this wisdom, for this beauty, for this transcendence. And we move to an even greater attractive force in our cosmos, the Shapley Attractor. And the Shapley Attractor, where the Great Attractor has brought us light, filled us up to brimming over, dropping new frequencies into our beingness. The Shapley Attractor, living in Scorpio, living in the degrees of Scorpio, is mysterious. It draws to the surface all those things that are no longer working, the shadows hiding behind. It allows us to see where we need to continue our work. It allows us to see the truth, not a shade of the truth, but the truth. What is actually going on behind the curtain? And it may be all of the things that we have hidden for lifetimes, both good and bad. So seek out, where are those gems that have been hiding? And where still is there areas that need work? Where are there places that need attention and love? Where can the light of the quasar, of the Shapley Attractor, shine so deeply into your being that you are affected? And with peace and grace and love and ease and gentleness, allow this information to come into your being, into the cells, looking even down into the corruption of the DNA and where it may need to be shifted, where more light can be shed, drawing it deeply into yourself through surrender, with the intention that this information move forward through to the consciousness in the most gentle and enlightening of ways, in a place where you're supported by the cosmos, you're nurtured so deeply, and the love of your creation shines through in every aspect. This is a beautiful unveiling in its right timing, with ease, with gentleness, with flow, in a timing where you're able to overcome the blockages, where you have mined all of the gems and jewels and wisdom needed to move through, where those gifts of your beingness and those presence and those higher morsels of wisdoms come to you first, so that you are truly prepared for whatever else may become unblocked or unpacked with ease. This is a place of courage, of strength, and of joy. This is where we go when we know things are no longer working and we desire that shift. This is the place where we go to find where we've packed away those treasures, knowing that we're ready to embark on the next phase of where we're moving. It is not a place to be feared. It is not a place of fear. It is a place with the intention set to move in ease and joy and courage and bravery. Just like when we go on a long journey, we gather everything we need for that journey. What are the tools? What is the wisdom? What is the knowledge? Where is the guidance and the companionship and the nurturing needed to prepare for this voyage? And then, as our being is ready, as we've collected the beauty, we seek out to shift our awareness and our presence, to dig deeper than we have before, in a way that can be easily integrated, in a way that can help raise our consciousness. And it may be just for one small thing to solve one small area. We don't have to take big bites off of this. One step at a time, we clear away the path. And with each clearing away, we find more treasure, new levels of wisdom and joy and love. So do not be afraid of this beautiful force, which seeks to help us on our evolution, on our soul's evolution in this cosmos. And as we set our intentions for the journey to unfold, whether to find those gems to prepare us for the journey or to actually take that journey into our depths, as we set our intentions, we draw it deeply into our beingness, into our heart, into our cells, into our DNA. And we are full of grace and gratitude as we pull in and draw in all of that information into our beingness. And we thank the Shapley Attractor as we turn and exit. So as we exit, we shoot directly into the heart of the Great Attractor, asking for it to help us integrate everything that we have experienced. Feeling the strength of the Shapley and also stepping down that energy into the Great Attractor, allowing us to digest, ingest, to distill that experience in the way that brings greatest ease and nurturing. And then we move forward through the quasar straight into the Super Galactic Center, allowing the merging of our old self and our new self, and the intermarriage of the male and female, and everything that can be merged, us with the galaxy, with the universe. All of this merging to occur in our beingness. And then we shoot directly into the Galactic Center with a gratitude that we may be able to experience these changes, these shifts, this new level of awareness that we have received just in these moments, with more to come through the cellular expression of our experience, through the shifts in DNA that happen. May we then be able to translate that through the translator of the Galactic Center into our everyday life, into our day-to-day life, being open and curious to seek the synchronicities on the adventure that we call life. Feeling it landing deeply in our hearts, in our DNA, in every cell in our being, grounded deeply into our energetic system and our chakras. Feeling more aligned to those greater plans and led by the wisdom of the cosmos. And then after this amazing journey, we fly back through the cosmos, past Sagittarius. We see our beautiful Mother Earth, where we get to run home to tell her of all the joys that we have experienced, moving through the atmosphere into the body we see shining below us, through the crown, third eye, throat, heart, expanding and allowing and surrendering, sending out waves of information and knowledge to inform ourselves and our environment. And we fall deeply into the heart of Gaia, seeking the extra grounding of all of this wisdom, allowing the wisdom in fractals that we have received to permeate her heart and our heart as they dance together in this beautiful union, showing Mother Gaia what we've done, what we've created, telling her about our day and our experience, and feeling her joy, our hearts speaking to each other, deeply nourished by the interactions. And you can rest here as long as you would like, deep in the heart of Earth, integrating, nurturing, sharing with her. When you are ready, move back up through the root, sacral, solar plexus, into your heart, and allow yourself to sit and rest just for a moment, feeling all of this percolating in your being, in your cells, in your heart, in your chakra, in your energy system, and in the environment around you, your room, your house, your neighborhood, feeling like you've made this journey not just for yourself, but all those around you, for nature and all the beings. And with deep gratitude, with the intention of ease and gentleness, allowing this information and these fractals to unfold in a beautiful way, in beautiful synchronicities throughout our being. So it is. Aho. So I just want to thank you all for joining me on that amazing journey. It always delights me to participate and be a part of all of this and to share this with you. So if this was helpful for you, drop me a comment. If you enjoyed it, let me know. And I will be happy to create more meditations. You can also not only do this entire meditation, but you can also journey to each one of the black holes as you see fit. I always kind of recommend like walking up to and then walking back down from, like stepping up the energy and then stepping it back down. I know for me, that helps me to integrate and feel more grounded when I do it, but you don't have to. Say many of us are so accustomed to being a part of these black holes that we could travel directly to the Shapley Attractor and have an amazing experience and come back. So however you feel led, and also if you feel connected to the black holes, it doesn't have to be one of those four. There are tons of black holes in this universe, and you can also just travel to black holes. I know I feel like a black hole myself, full of that amazing depth. So find those inner black holes that live inside and visit them. But I thank you for joining me. Best wishes and much love.